And hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are back inside of our hardcore world and whoops, didn't mean to throw the axe. We are going to be continuing our journey for the sake of finding a homeland, or we're going to be settling down here. I probably should have thought of this before I started recording. I think what we're going to do is, actually now that I think about it, we're going to set up a temporary base here. Whether or not we end up settling down here will remain to be seen. But for the moment, I think we are going to just settle down here. Now, there are some things I'm going to have to do to get everything set up. But for the moment, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get some sugarcane growing around here. And then I need to start taking some of this dirt from this that's at the top layer. Luckily, since it's a river biome, we have some dirt to start out. But it's only going to take us so far. Let's get an iron shovel going. Okay, oh, I haven't smelted the rest of my iron yet. Yeah, I'm gonna get an iron shovel and mine some of this out, and I'll catch you guys then. Okay, cool. I got some of the dirt dug. Now, one of the first things I want to get done is I want to get some grass spread over to the other side. I figure that starting to get grass spread out should definitely help, just from the fact that as I get grass further back, it's going to take a lot less time for it to grow around. If I have it just the grass just passively growing around at the time, just having a strip around the edge should have grassed it up a lot. So yeah, while this is going to be kind of an oasis village, I still plan on having some more desert themed houses around as well. Okay, whoops. Boom. Okay, looking good. Just want to drag this a couple blocks over here. Okay. Now, I want to start getting some work done on a basic house, but I think the very first thing I want to do is figure out what our surroundings are like nearby. Because, yeah, it would be nice if we had some, like a forest or plains or just anything I can get dirt from nearby. Okay, so we have the savanna biome back there, which I can get dirt from. And savanna grass is ugly anyway, so I don't mind taking dirt from it. Looks like that's pretty much it. Other than that, we just have a massive desert. Alright. Oh, whoops. Okay, meant to hit options and instead hit save and exit. Good fun. Alright, anyway. Now that I have a good idea of what's around, there's not really anywhere I want to head to at this exact moment. One of the problems I have is I've chosen a very hilly area to start this. So as a result, I'm going to need to do a lot of digging before I'm going to be able to get started. So I think that's going to be the main focus of this first episode, is going to be making sure that the area is all fit and ready for our first couple buildings, which I think we're going to start on this side of the river just because it's going to be a little easier to get these hills under control than it is with the other side of the river. So I'm going to cut back this hill probably to about this point and a little bit this way. Yeah, I'm going to try and cut it back to around here, and I'll catch you guys when I finish. Okay, guys, I just finished up, and it's good timing because it's just hit night just a couple seconds ago. So yeah, we're now going to be sleeping to move from... My goodness, I'm blind. To move from day 2 to day 3 in the world. Okay, Oh, there's a drowned. No, that's not drowned. That's just a husk. Okay, yeah. Now we can sleep. Good news is, since we're settling along a river, we're going to be able to get fish for food, which is rather convenient. But yeah, so now that I have all this mined out, I do have a decision to make, which is we have two routes we can go about this, in my opinion. We can either... Ow. No, don't give me the hunger effect. We can either replace all this with dirt, or I can replace this bit that's stone, and andesite and stuff into sand, and we can roll with sand for the most part. I think... I plan to make this city pretty large, and it feels like having this chunk, like, here, all being dirt, would kind of make sense since the river wraps around here, so I feel like I kind of have to make it dirt. So, as slightly annoying as it is, I think I'm gonna gather dirt from the nearby savannah and replace all this with dirt. I'm going to start with just getting these edges, though, around, so that way I don't have to worry about, like, water flowing in and stuff. Because that always causes a lot of annoyance on my part. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about real quick here, before I get started on this, is how I want to do this city is I want to make it mostly square. I feel like square-based cities are the easiest to get around, blah, blah, blah. So that's how I want to set up the city, but... to do this, I'm thinking we're going to need to have roads, right? I'm thinking our roads will probably be 3 wide, so we'll have like a road going around here. Then we're going to have a 1-block buffer that's always going to be grass on the side of the road. This is going to be grass, this is going to be road. Okay. And then, after the 1-block buffer, then we're going to have buildings. And I want to make the plots a fairly uniform size. Some will have a bit larger yards, stuff like that. I want to have mostly unique buildings, but I figured it would be a good way to start figuring this out. So, once I figure out the plot size, I'm going to set it up so the corner of a plot's like right here. Then we'll have a plot here and then however far it goes this way will be the start of the road. I think that's how I'm going to go about it. So I'm going to probably start setting up the plots. What I'm going to do for the plots is I'm going to mark the corners with acacia wood. So then that way it clearly stands out. But I'm going to just think about it for a second, figure out how large I want these plots. After a bit of thinking and some looking, I think we're going to go with 6x7 plots. That way, the houses won't be too deep. I'm not planning on making super large houses. But this way, we have some room. Although, I do want the 1-block buffer. So, yeah, these will be essentially the corners of the houses. They're going to be 6x7. It's going to be the largest houses, I think. I'm going to want to take a bit more of a look at this. But let's just see here. How large would a house like this be? Is this large enough? Yeah, no, I think this is large enough. I think 6x7 works. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to roll off of. I'm going to set this up with dirt and start trying to mark out the roads and stuff for this. And yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with. Probably 6x7. Also, I think I'm going to go ahead and craft some armor. I'm not going to bother with a helmet since I already have a helmet. I'm going to go ahead and assume that's going to last me for... that between these two helmets I'll be able to last long enough off of that it's not going to be a huge concern yet. But yeah, so Savannah was that way. So yeah, I'm going to collect enough dirt to go ahead and fill all this in, which will probably be a couple stacks. And I'll catch you guys probably on day 5 then. Or, wait. No, sorry, day 4 then. Okay, so here we are. It's day 4. As I said, it probably would be. Although, the sun's going to be going down soon. I have all the dirt laid out. The grass should start growing. We're going to be putting a road going down here. I'm going to start with just using sandstone for it. I feel like that's probably the best move. Let's see here. New shovel. Bam. Okay, cool. Now we can just kind of start to line this out with sandstone. I feel like that's probably going to be one of the better blocks to just start this with. And bam. We're going to be able to get a lot better of a feel for this once we have grass grown all around, although that's going to take quite a while for that to be accomplished. But yeah, so probably next episode here we're going to start on building up some of these houses. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm thinking for designs. I don't know for sure if I want to go for more of desert home feels like with the sandstone and stuff, or if I'd rather keep it kind of into the natural feel with it being kind of an oasis. But what I do know for sure is we're going to start planting some trees along the edge here. I'm going to start with just oak because we have a savanna nearby. I am going to want to cover this up, which I have free sand, so I'm going to actually just go ahead and do that right now. Actually, since all this is going to be coming down at some point, I'm not going to bother to stack it up any higher than this. But I do want to just get this to a point where it's climbable for the most part. That's one of the most important things when it comes to making Minecraft generation look a bit more natural, is making it so that you can jump up at most points. Because even if sometimes you run in generation that's not like that with natural generation, when you're trying to make generation that looks nice, in my opinion, one of the best ways to go about it is to set it where it's pretty much you can jump up one block at pretty much any spot. I feel like this is the sort of thing that starts to look the best. But we're gonna sleep, and I think this is where this one's gonna end. I would like to thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.